everybody, good to see you. I'm Staria with Alaska Root Wellness, and for the rest of the weeks we're going to start looking at requests from people that have been following these videos, and so I've got some amazing stuff coming up and I'm really excited to talk about everything that you are all wondering about. So today we're going to talk about gut health and gut permeability. What we're looking at here is weakness and in the intestinal lining. And what is happening here is that most all our neurotransmitters and serotonin is actually produced in the gut. So only about 5% of serotonin is in our brain. So when we're going through a lot of stress, there can be a lot of feeling of that stress in the gut, and then the gut actually then relates that message to the brain relates that all over the body and then back to the gut. So the gut is kind of getting pounded twice by stress, and that is why we can have a lot of digestive issues. And there's different types of stuff that can come up. Stress can look like all different things in our lives, and because we are all individuals, we deal with stress differently, but we can start to categorize what those effects are having on us by Vata, Pitta, Kapha type symptoms. So if you're more Vata type symptoms, if you're a Vata person, you're having a reaction to many things. You're very sensitive. You sense things from all over, and so your gut is really receptive to that. So you may find that you have a lot of hard, dry stools or constipation, upset belly, bloating, gas. And so Vata types, what you want to do is really have a stress reducing routine every morning to be able to anchor yourself and ground yourself, whether that is yoga, breathing exercises, or meditation. Find something that works good for you that can ground you. And then also taking a mixture of teas to help heal the gut lining. So if you have a lot of sensitivities, I would also really try to do this, is drinking slippery elm, marshmallow root, and licorice. Make that into a condensed tea, sip on that a few times a day. Looking at also adding at night, you can add a little triphala to that as well, and about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon depending on how you react, and drink that an hour before bedtime. That will start to heal and nourish the gut. For Pitta type people, the people that can be intense and really just go, go, go all the time, you can look at adding amalaki to just a little water or some pomegranate juice, and this will help to cool and strengthen the digestive fire. Also, if you combine bilva and triphala to some slippery elm and licorice tea at night, drink that, and that can really help calm Pitta. Another thing for Pitta to look at is making sure that you have an activity in your day that is not intense and that is not pushing you to your limit. So back off and relax a little bit and allow that stress to start to melt away. For you Kapha people out there, if you notice that your gut health is attributed with almost like you have a rock in your stomach, or it seems like things just aren't passing through as well, your stomach tightens and gets really hard. Maybe you have loose stools that have mucus in them. This is Kapha symptoms, and so we would look at providing a lot more turmeric into the diet because it's bitter and astringent. It will help pull this reactive mucus that is happening in the gut lining. And in the intestinal lining. So we want to help soak up some of that excess mucus that is being produced by excess stress. Overall, what you can do for gut health is making sure that you have a synergistic prebiotic and probiotic. These will help to rebuild the microbiotics in your and the biome entirely in your gut and in your intestines, which is really important. And then after you feel like you've got a really good strand. Make sure that the strand of pre and probiotics can actually withstand the heat of the gut, so it actually makes it into your intestines. So do a little research on that. And another thing to do is then after you feel like you have a good gut biome, then adding some really good things like you can add fermented foods, good homemade yogurt, good kimchi, things that have fermentation in them. If you brew your own kombucha, little bits will help to keep that biome in check. And eating seasonally is also really good because we have different bugs during the seasons, and that actually helps our guts. We want to make sure that we're eating with the seasons so that we get all those different types of little bugs in our stomach so that it can eat all kinds of different foods. So making sure that you're healing your gut, that you're healing the intestinal tract, you're checking your stress levels, you're maintaining a calm and even attitude during your day, and then making sure that you have enough pre and probiotic, something that you don't have to take forever, but just to get your gut back to health, and then you can actually discontinue those and eat a seasonally diet. So I hope this helps, friends. Let me know if there's anything I left out that you would like to know about. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week. Namaste, everybody.